In the headlines, 4 Benue Assembly members suspended over impeachment plot. Gunmen kill vigilante leader, others in Imo. NEMA confirms 41 persons rescued, 4 dead in Sokoto boat mishap. On the foreign scene, former DR Congo President Kabila faces $24 billion claim in treason trial. Hello and welcome to News Update on Trust TV. I am Maimuna Bagudu. Now, the Benue State House of Assembly has approved immediate suspension of 4 members for attempting to impeach the Speaker. The House took the decision during plenary on Friday, presided over by the Speaker, Anodona Jaho. Our correspondent in Benue State brings us details of the report.
The 4 members suspended at PDP Govs Makudi North constituency, Shimawa Emmanuel Vandikia 2 constituency, Siri Ikong of Ojutu constituency, and Abu Moro of Upper constituency. Their suspension is for a period of 3 months from legislative duties for what the House described as conspiracy and attempt to cause chaos in the House. The State Assembly Majority Leader in a motion informed the House that after a vote of confidence passed on the leadership of the Assembly and the Governor of the state, it was worrisome that barely 3 days after the House adopted resolutions on the matter, the affected members went behind to mobilize others to cause chaos. Other members, including Elias Auda and Peter Ipusu, condemned such act and supported the motion for their suspension.
The House condemned in stronger terms dishonorable actions of Alfred Onwebega, Makudi North representative, and his cohorts, that the House suspend the following honorable members from legislative duties for 6 months for indulging in dishonorable actions capable of casting aspersions and causing acrimony in the House.
Honorable Speaker, the legislature is the beacon of democracy. All the members sitting here are representatives of the people. It is expected that they have to carry out their duties without fear or favor. On this note, I want to support this motion.
I feel so pained that a member of the leadership of the 10th Assembly will be nursing the ambition of becoming a speaker when there is no problem in this honorable House. Personally, if I was to move the motion, they should have been suspended for 1 year because they are not ready for us to be together as a House.
The House Speaker subsequently ruled on the 3-month suspension for the affected members.
Sergeant at arms, move them out of the general.
The House also screened and confirmed on the 4 commissioner nominees out of the 9 sent by the state governor.
And on to Zamfara State, where the state governor, Dauda Lawal, is set to host fellow governors of the People's Democratic Party in Gusau on Saturday for a strategic meeting aimed at shaping the party's direction ahead of its national convention. A statement by the spokesperson to the governor, Suleiman Bala, on Friday stated that the governors are expected to arrive in Gusau on Friday in preparation for the closed-door session scheduled for Saturday. It noted that the meeting is a pivotal gathering to deliberate on key political strategies and foster unity within the party. The statement further noted that the meeting will provide an opportunity for party leaders to address pressing political issues, strengthen internal cohesion, and collaborate on developmental initiatives across their respective states. The governors will discuss preparations for the upcoming National Convention organized by the PDP National Executive Committee, scheduled to take place in Ibadan, or your state, on November 15th and 16th, 2025. Non-candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC, Saadu Kamilu, has won the Kaura Namoda South State constituency by-election in Zamfara State. Kamilu emerged victorious in a keenly contested election between the ruling People's Democratic Party PDP and opposition All Progressive APC, which was declared inconclusive by the Independent and National Electoral Commission INEC last Saturday because of the cancellation of the results in two of the registration areas. The Independent National Electoral Commission INEC rescheduled the supplementary election for Thursday, 21st August to determine the winner. After the commission concluded the exercise in two of the registration areas of Sakajiki and Kiambarawa and 5 polling units on Thursday, a winner emerged from the rerun. The APC candidate Saadu Kamilu polled 8,182 votes, while his closest candidate of the PDP, Mohammed Lawal, scored 5,544.
Saidu Kamilu of APC, having satisfied the requirements of the law, is hereby declared the winner and returned elected. Thank you very much.
Now, a coalition of Arewa groups has announced plans to build alliances with other religions and stakeholders across Nigeria to promote unity, equality and development in the North, regardless of tribe or religion. The groups, which raised concerns over the state of the region and what they described as marginalization of the North in the country's current political landscape, stressed their commitment to reclaiming a stronger voice ahead of the 2027 election. The report.
At an interactive session in Kaduna, leaders under the Arewa Consultative Forum expressed dismay over what they termed the marginalization of the region under the present administration. The Arewa Defense League also warned that systematic exclusion of the North requires urgent and strategic action to build a unified regional response. They decried worsening insecurity, which they say has crippled socio-economic activities across northern states.
Region with the largest population, with the largest voter, voters. So, and even in the last election, we gave the current administration 5.5 million votes out of the 8 million votes that take President Tinubu to Bila. So we expect that we should, even if we are not going to be treated generously, we should not be put in a very disadvantaged situation, like what is obtainable now. So that is why
Infrastructure deficit, they noted, remain a major obstacle to development, but argued that inequitable distribution of resources has further compounded the challenges.
The dredging of River Benue, which nobody is saying anything, so we feel neglected. And about a month ago, some northern governors, leaders, respectfully came and in this arena, and we are like, there's nothing. There's no insecurity. The president is not marginalizing the North. We want to correct that impression, and we want the president to know the kind of people that give him advice. Some of them are just there to get what they want. The North is in critical need of infrastructure. The North is in critical need of security.
Speakers also emphasized the need to empower the northern electorate to make informed choices that will safeguard and advance the region's interests in the 2027 polls.
By 2027, we have another opportunity to elect new leaders. And therefore, it is very important that we assess the existing leadership that we have bestowed our confidence on in 2023.
They insisted that addressing what they call the current marginalization of the North in national politics is critical to ensuring fairness, stability and development. Bello Musa, Trust TV News, Kaduna.
A vigilante leader and another vigilante member were killed on Wednesday when gunmen attacked Amokohia, Ubi, a community in Owerri West local government area of Imo State, Nigeria's southeast. The incident, which occurred at about 6:30 p.m., forced many frightened residents to flee to neighboring communities for safety. A resident of the Amokohia Ubi community who identified himself simply as Paul said that the vigilante leader Monday, Nwauzuzu, was shot dead during the attack. Another resident who asked not to be named explained that the trouble started when vigilante members tried to prevent herders and their cattle from entering farmlands around a school access in the community. The residents stressed they suspected that the attackers had adopted some vigilante operatives. They said that when some residents phoned one of the vigilante members on Thursday morning, a suspected herder picked up the call. The police spokesperson in Imo State, Henry Okoye, confirmed the attack, saying that the vigilante leader and another vigilante member were shot by the bandits during the attack. Now, the Nigerian Forest and Security Service in Kano State reportedly receiving 149 crime complaints in July. The Public Relations Officer of the Nigerian Forest and Security Service Kano State Command, Usman Umar, made this known in an interview on Friday in Kano. This is in contrast to the 83 complaints the service stated it received in June. Omar said the service is doing its best to live up to its mandate in preventing, detecting and combating crimes and illegal activities perpetrated in the forest. The PRO said that NFSS will continue to secure and make forest-free crime zones. He also urged the general public to report any criminal activities happening in their community and the surrounding areas. Now, the rainy season in Nigeria is often linked to an increase in diseases, largely due to the spread of disease vectors such as mosquitoes and the contamination of water sources. While some of these illnesses are treatable with simple remedies at home, many people are turning away from conventional hospitals in favor of alternative treatments. In this report, Trust TV's Adamu Imam tells us what informs the choice of those turning to other treatment alternatives. The report.
Heavy rains bring increased moisture and stagnant water, creating ideal breeding grounds for mosquitoes. This has resulted in a rise in malaria and other related illnesses. A close look at treatment options shows that many residents now rely on alternative medicine rather than visiting hospitals. Advocates of such remedies continue to promote their use.
But by the time you go for test and you understand that, okay, your issue is malaria and you are treating that malaria, by the time you finish treating the malaria, the headache will go. But when you go on treating headache without treating the malaria, the headache maybe at that time it will just subside, but it will not go.
A week or two, I've used one of these alternative medicine from KD Healthcare, and I feel so relieved. You understand? So from then I realized, because I've been taking these Western medications, do you understand? It will give me a relief of a day or two. It will now come back. But this one that I've took from this KD Healthcare, do you understand? I feel so much relieved, and for now, like this, I can recommend someone to go for it.
To say, but it's only God. If God can provide for you, you can be able to come. Even somebody did not advise you, if you come here or somebody just tell you something about it, you'll be able to come and see what they are doing there. As I just came now, it's my sister that invited me to come and see what she's doing there, and I was confused really that maybe me too, if I have the means of coming, by the grace of God, I will come and check myself without me going to the hospital.
Alternative medical practitioners also emphasize the importance of exploring these remedies, especially for ailments considered curable.
From malaria will take so many kind of medication, injection, but yet it's not responding. But to our own case, we have what we call Chin Hao. It's a Chinese remedy is a organic remedy that cure malaria, and not only curing the malaria, rather it also give protection as a vaccine for some months. So that is why you see it's one of the major things we sell in the rainy season.
Previous reports suggest that the country's economic situation has pushed more Nigerians to prioritize alternative medicine as a cheaper and accessible option. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has declared Bashir Haske, a businessman and son-in-law of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, wanted an alleged case of criminal conspiracy and money laundering. In a notice issued by the Commission's head of media and publicity, Dele Oyewale, the EFCC urged members of the public with helpful information about Haske's whereabouts to report to the nearest police station or any of the Commission's offices nationwide. Aske, 38, whose photograph was released by the anti-graft agency, was last known to reside at number 6 Mosley Road, Ikoyi, Lagos, and 957/953 Idejo Street, Victoria Island, Lagos State. The EFCC, in the statement, appealed to Nigerians to assist in tracking him down by providing credible information through his offices in major cities, including Ibadan, Uyo, Sokoto, Maiduguri, Benin, Makurdi, Kaduna, Ilorin, Enugu, Kano, Lagos, Gombe, Port Harcourt, and Abuja. This is News Update on Trust TV, coming up after the break. NEMA confirms 41 persons rescued, 4 dead in Sokoto boat mishap. More news when we return. Do stay with us. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the News Update on Trust TV. Let's take a look at our top stories once again. 4 Benue Assembly members suspended over impeachment plot. And gunmen kill vigilante leader, others in Imo. Moving on to more stories. The Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics, ASUP, has described the proposed federal government loan scheme for its members as unnecessary distractions. The union urged government to pay their outstanding liabilities before talking about loans. The president of ASUP, Shama Kabanja, who stated this on Friday while responding to questions from journalists during a press conference organized by ASUP Zone B held in Bauchi. The president explained that several meetings were held with the ministry's officials, MBTE and union on how to resolve the lingering issues, but no positive response from the government, which prompted the union to give the government ultimatum. He, however, disclosed that the Ministry of Education has invited the union for dialogue to discuss ways to address the issues at stake. Now, the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ Jigawa State Council, in collaboration with the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, ALGON, Jigawa State Chapter has organized a 2-day training workshop for information officers and new media aides across the 27 local government areas of the state. Let's take a look at the report. Declaring the event open in Dusi, the Jigawa State Head of Civil Service Mohammed Dakachiri, who was represented by Musa Arabadi, commended the NUJ and ALGON for initiating the program. He described the training as timely, stressing that effective information management is key to good governance, transparency, and strengthening communication between government and citizens.
As we gather here for this training workshop, and I encourage all participants to take full advantage of this opportunity to enhance your skills in information dissemination and new media engagement. The role you play as information officers and new media aides is crucial in promoting transparency, accountability, and effective governance at the local government level.
In his remarks, the chairman of NUJ Jigawa Council, Ismail Ibrahim Duse, explained that the workshop is designed to enhance the capacity of participants in digital journalism, new media management, and professional ethics in information dissemination. He added that the program will also equip information officers with modern skills needed to counter misinformation and promote positive narratives about government policies and programs.
Today marks yet another important milestone in the effort of our union and the state government in ensuring the continuous training and retraining of our members for effective service delivery in our state. It is worthy of note that this training will no doubt assist participants in enhancing their skills and knowledge regarding the responsible dissemination of information in today's digital age.
The two-day workshop brings together information officers and new media aides from all the 27 local government areas of Jigawa State, with resource persons drawn from the fields of journalism, communication, and digital media. Participants are expected to, at the end of the training, develop improved strategies for effective information management and communication at the grassroots level. Now, the National Emergency Management Agency on Friday said the Joint Response Team has confirmed the rescue of 41 persons and 4 deaths from the recent boat mishap in Goronyo, Sokoto State. The agency, in a statement signed by the agency's head of press unit, Manzo Ezekiel, said the increase in fatalities followed the recovery of an additional body earlier on Friday. A funeral prayer was observed in line with Islamic rites, and the body was immediately laid to rest. Meanwhile, the Director General of NEMA, Zubaida Umar, commended the rescue team for their diligence and the collective efforts of all stakeholders towards the success of the operation. Recalled that the tragic boat mishap occurred on Sunday at Kojio village area of the Goronyo Dam in Sokoto State. And now we move to business. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has recorded a substantial decline in its profits after tax, dropping from 905 billion naira in June to 185 billion naira in July. This represents a staggering 79.6% decrease in profit. The company, in its monthly report released late on Thursday, said it recorded 4.41 trillion naira in July, down from 4.57 trillion naira in the previous month. According to previous reports, NNPC's profit after tax in June was 905 billion naira, down from 1.5 trillion naira in May. The July figure marked a significant decline even as oil production rose marginally from 1.68 million barrels per day to 1.7 mbpd. Natural gas production was 7.7 billion cubic feet compared to 7.58 BCF last month. The NNPC report showed significant strides in infrastructure development as the AKK and OB3 gas pipeline project hit 96 and 83% completion levels respectively. Upstream pipeline availability remained strong at 100%. Now, away from Nigeria, civil parties in the treason trial of the former president of the Democratic Republic of Congo are demanding tens of billions of dollars in reparations. They say this is a compensation for the violence they have experienced by the hands of rebels in the mineral-rich east of the country. The charges against Joseph Kabila include murder, rape, and torture linked to his alleged support for Rwanda-backed M23 rebels who control a large part of the region. Kabila's successor, President Felix Tshisekedi, has accused him of being the brains behind the group. At a military court in Kinshasa, lawyers for the civil parties said they are seeking nearly $25 billion in reparations. They have also described Kabila as a Rwandan citizen and are demanding he be convicted of espionage instead. Meanwhile, the eastern provinces of South Kivu, Ituri, and North Kivu are demanding an additional $21 billion and the seizure of the former president's bank assets. In sports, The Bengaluru Stadium, where 11 cricket fans died during celebration in June, will no longer host Women's World Cup matches, including the opening game, the sports governing body said on Friday. Mumbai will instead be one of the 4 Indian venues for the 50-over tournament starting on September 30th, along with the Sri Lanka capital, Colombo. The International Cricket Council cited unforeseen circumstances for moving games away from Chinnaswamy Stadium without saying the specific reasons. However, local media has said that police denied permission, to the Karnataka State Cricket Association to host major matches at the stadium. On June 4th, victory parade by hundreds of thousands of fans for IPL Champions Royal Challenges Bengaluru turned deadly, with fans as young as 14 crushed to death and about 50 others hurt as supporters swarmed outside the gates of the venue. With that, we've come to the end of News Update on Trust TV. Catch us at 9 p.m. on News Hour for subsequent news. I am Mimuna Bagudu. Do have a great evening.